Alright, so I ended up playing against a disconnect last game. The guy like queued up, but he never made a play. I guess disconnected from the server. So I'm not going to use that recording. We'll just get on to the next game. Alright. Good to see Tempo Storm players doing well lately. I kept saying we'd start winning every tournament as soon as Naxx came out. Because like the skill gap will be apparent again once the best decks aren't readily apparent. And yeah, it's been going well. We've won every tournament we've played in so far. Okay, playing against Warlock. So now with Warlock, like I said, the only card that matters is Unleash the Hounds. You have to assume that it's Zoo. I'm going to go ahead and put back Kill Command and Animal Companion. I'm going to keep tracking, because it's more Unleash the Hounds than the average card in my deck. So yep, Unleash and tracking are all you keep. I guess I'll flare before I track. Ooh, okay, I'm going to Web Spinner. Take my time. Then turn 2 I can go flare tracking. If he Mortal Coils, it's Handlock, which would change the kind of cards I'm tracking for. Makes me more inclined to keep things like Deadly Shot. Like, the fact that he's thinking even means that it's gotta be Zoo. Handlock doesn't really have options turn 1. Okay. Start with Flare. Just gonna use Flare again. I'm gonna go to the face. If I put damage on Rubian Egg, he'll be able to buff it and trade with my Web Spinner. It's better for him to Abusive Sergeant this and then not kill off his Rubian. Because I don't want to deal with a 4-4 until turn 5. Oh boy.
Why do you go?
Correct. Well, it's tracking. It's always better to do that instead of hero powering. I really want to Hunter's Mark these creatures right now. I'm trying to think of whether I can get away with that or not. I think his Shattered Sun Cleric could get me.
Quickly.
Sorry I'm thinking about this so much. I'm trying to... Okay. I'm going to take Web Spinner over High Main, and I'm just going to play it right now. There's a lot of stuff going through my head there. I was basically wondering if I could take the Boar, play Dragonhawk this turn, and just double Hunter's Mark right now. I think I'm going to hold these for turn 5, though. I take a lot of damage in the process. Wow, he didn't kill it. Wow, he didn't kill it, and I drew... Oh my god. You know what this Houndmaster draws? This is the sweet, sweet taste of justice. Always kill the fucking creature. Always. Alright, there's no point in Hunter's Marking that, because if he makes this attack and it goes to 1 health, it dies to this anyway. So I'm totally okay with that happening. I'd rather save this Hunter's Mark for like another Voidwalker, or if he's doing that, it also leaves him with a 1 health minion. Holy crap, I can't believe he did that. Mistakes were made.
My shield for Argus.
Interesting. Interesting. If I draw 3... I'm trying to figure out if it's like better to Timberwolf Dragonhawk rather than Buzzard Unleash. I get 3 beasts, so 1, 2, 3, and then Houndmaster into the 2, 3. Since I can clear the board with the Buzzard play, I'm going to go with the Buzzard play. And I get to do it with only using 1 Hunter's Mark, which is really good. I don't think there's a way to lose the game anymore. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but it's like super unlikely. It would have to be some crazy like Leroy power overwhelming shenanigans to beat me this game. I can't believe he didn't kill Web Spinner, which would have already been good for me because I could Hunter's Mark his guy and trade. But plays power overwhelming and Hellfire. Interesting. Maybe I can lose. I wasn't thinking about Hellfire. It's still incredibly unlikely. Really want a companion. I also want to just play high main, but if I play high main, I'm kind of taking damage from that, no matter what. On the other hand, it's immune to the second copy of Hellfire.
To my side.
Okay, that was the worst case scenario.
I moves quickly.
I'm gonna play Timberwolf over Dragonhawk to play around Shattered Sun Cleric and Defender of Argus. So he can't buff this +1/+1 and then kill that. This is about as good as playing high main, and I went with it because if I got a Misha or a Huffer, he once again lost the game on the spot because I would have irreversible like board control. I think I'm far enough ahead that it doesn't really matter how I sequence things. Maybe high main was the safer play. High main is probably a little bit better, assuming I get Leok, but if I got Misha or Huffer, then the companion play was better. Okay, so that's game. Is there anything I want to draw? I'm trying to decide if I want to tracking into stuff. Let's just go infinite, I guess. You want to play your cheap beasts first? So letting that live, he would have to have 15 points of damage on my face. There's no difference between being at 15 or 17 in terms of what kills me. It has to be Leroy Power Overwhelming, and then 2 buffs, or like 2 Soulfires. I want to say he discarded Soulfire to another Soulfire. Maybe no, I'm thinking about another game, I think. Yeah, that was the handlock game. Okay. It's definitely over now. It's all ogre now. Oh my god. He's just so dead in so many ways.
Well played. You win this time.
I wasn't done BMing. I had lethal on board though. No, not quite on board. Alright. Well, I hope that those games were relatively useful. In general, you want to mulligan for just a good curve with Hunter and go off of that. You have to know in certain matchups that Unleash the Hounds is your most important card. Those matchups are Zoo and Shaman, so mulligan accordingly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In slower matchups, like if you're against Warrior or Druid, you usually want to keep your Savannah High main in your opening hand. because it's that important to draw them. Also against Priest, you want to keep Savannah Highmane in your opening hand if you happen to have it. So those are the important keys for mulligans, and I hope you guys play this deck. It's not immediately obvious. Like, Hunter's actually pretty intricate, and it's really important to sequence your cards right, because even though people think of it as like a face roll burn deck that just goes to the face, it's really not that. It's kind of a board control deck, and if you sequence your things wrong and you make a wrong decision, a lot of times that'll cause you to lose. So I recommend practicing it a lot, and hope you guys like the deck. See you next time.